Good evening to our dear audience out there watching me. This is Avoy Onwogu, your guide on the senior citizen alcohol. Today we'll finally bring to you the final part of the interview with our dear Alhaji Shuaibu Musa, who has told us much about the life, his journey, and the reason behind working with the management of Ajaokuta Steel Company. Before now, he has told us how he became a world celebrity as a sport person, and also how he has worked with the media industry, even when and how he brought in Otite radio station to KOGI State. And in this very part, he's going to be talking to us about his lifestyle, his marriage, and about his personal life, his likes particularly. And I'm sure we're going to enjoy the moment, because from the first edition of his very interview with him and the second edition, and now to the final part, I don't want you to miss any. If you have missed any, just go back to our YouTube channel, Malakai TV, Google it, and you'll hear from Alhaji Musa Shuaibu. Especially about Ajaokuta Steel Company, you need to listen to him so that you'll be aware, well informed and prepared to why Ajaokuta is still not working. He has also given us clue to how it will work. But I pray the president of the day will be able to take this as an information that he will work with. The man is very much alive and is strong, healthy, is living in Okene. I'm sure the government will be very much interested to talk with this very man. So let me leave you with this, so that when we come back, I'm sure you will have enough to talk to me about. Please go to our comment section. Please drop your message there, your comment, your contribution, so that when next we come in, we'll be able to interact with you better. And if you have anyone that you know have information that could benefit the younger generation, please call on any of this number displayed on the screen. My business is to talk to a senior citizen on the street, even at home, and our life will become better when the youth will listen to them and they will pick the positive aspect of life to live by. Because if we are not living by history, then how will we guide ourselves into the future? The history will tell us what the future holds for us, and we know our future will be better. Thank you. Until I come back, just stay tuned and enjoy every bit of this interview. So we're still talking with our guest, Alhaji Shuaibu Musa. Now we're going back to your personal life. Tell us about your spouse. Where did you get to meet her, and how your marriage life has been?
Well, okay. I was in the university, Ahmadu Bello University, from 1969 to 1972. In 1970, we used to hear that there was a very, very beautiful lady,
Yes.
in Kano, who will not allow anybody to, who will not allow to marry anybody, and he will be given the reason that unless you will not marry any Muslim, unless you are a Christian, and even when Christians go there, you will give another reason, and so on. But everybody gave him two good support, that she is very beautiful and that she's a very beautiful character. That's why everybody was going for her, So when I heard and they say her name was Elizabeth, I say, is she, even if she's Queen Elizabeth, why should she be turning everybody down, So a friend said he was going to Kano, and as you know, young men are very adventurous. I joined the friend. I said, let's go to Kano. The friend was staying very close to this lady. So we decided, we decided to go. It wasn't even at my instance. We decided to go and visit this lady. And my curiosity was just to see what kind of beauty they're talking about, And when we went, since I did not have any ulterior motive, I was just myself, talking anyhow, and I saw some pictures, and I said, I identified one person in the picture. I said, this is John Ajayi. Is she your relation? Then she said, that's my immediate senior brother. This John and myself went to Government College Coffee. I said, we went to Government College Coffee and it's very brilliant. And where is he now? He says he's doing medicine in the University of Lagos. That's beautiful, that's beautiful. I think this is where the whole thing started from. And she now relaxed because I knew her brother, That's what I think of. And then me too, we started talking. Oh, okay, so you are Jonah Jerry's sister. Oh, that's very good, that's very good. I started talking about John because we were in the same house with the first two John of KOGI State. Three of us were in the same house in the college, So I talked very excitedly about the brother, and he too now relaxed and asked somebody to go and buy us drinks. She did not say that before, but immediately I started talking very well about the brother. She said somebody should go and buy us drinks. They bought us drinks, and she now came with more pictures. And I saw more pictures of John Ajayi, and then I now felt free. I saw one of her pictures, and I said, this your picture is very nice. That is the lady's picture. This your picture is very nice. And she took note. And when we were going away, she said that she put the picture in the envelope. I said, you said this picture was very nice. Okay, I'll give it to you.
Wow.
I was so surprised. That night I did not sleep. Is it not the person everybody was saying was very difficult, this, that? How come? How come she will give me her picture? Then my mind started. I didn't go there with any intention, But then there's a stumbling block. I'm a Muslim, and they say you will not allow any Muslim or something. Then we started play. As it was becoming serious, but I heard that you will not welcome Muslims. I said, well, let's wait and see. To cut a long story short, eventually, I said, visit me in ABU. At that time in ABU, I had a room to myself, and then we used to eat with coupons. They give you, if you are on scholarship, things that used to happen in those days that are not happening now. The education was free. There was some scholarship. If you had a visitor and they were up to 3, you just tear your coupon and give to them and order for whatever you want to eat, and they will give to you. So I said, visit me in Zaria ABU. I thought she would say, no, I can't do that. To my great surprise, she said, okay. So I started arranging my room, this and that, and I took her to the cafeteria. We ate a lot, and from there we started talking. I can remember things. The telephone number at that time was 341.
Wow.
Kano. I still have it in my head.
Wow.
So I used to telephone 341. She was working with Union. It was Barclays Bank, they used to call it.
Wow.
This number used to be called Barclays Bank. So she was working in Barclays Bank, And to cut a long story short, eventually we agreed that she remains a Christian and I remain a Muslim, but our children should be Muslims. So what happened? Eventually she changed. How did she change? I'll be saying my prayers 5 times a day, dutifully, and I will line the children behind me. And I think she missed that. And eventually, one day she just called me and said, I want to change. I said, When I told my dad wanted to kill a cow. Because my dad was the imam of our area. And when I told my madam that the lady is a Christian, my dad said, how can you do this to me? I am the imam of this area, and they will hear that. Then I said, my dad, if you don't want me to marry this lady, there was an Oibo lady I came home with in 1968. I'll go and carry that Oibo. Is it the Oibo or this one? Choose between the two. That's how it happened. And then we got married. She changed to be a Muslim, and she became a good Christian. If she changes to be a Muslim, will be a very good Muslim. because the attitude she was using as a Christian, she will apply the same attitude to be a Muslim. She became a very good Muslim, always fasting, praying, but unfortunately I lost her after 39 years. Yeah, so rest in peace. She was wonderful. She was wonderful. She gave me 6 very beautiful children as you saw them. And all of them, I thank God to the glory of God, working. And I am here at home in retirement and enjoying my retirement.
That is the next question.
Yes.
What is the life like after retirement? How has it been?
Good. If you see me, I am not a big man bodily. I was very sportish. I did a lot of sports, and when I was working, I did a lot of work. So when eventually, after 30-something years, I retired, I made it upon myself. So I will not do any work again. If they call me today, go and do this, I'll say no. Now I've built my house here. At the back of my house is a garden. The garden is even bigger than the house. I spend all my time in that garden. That is a form of exercise for me. So that keeps me going. You know, at a certain time, I will stay here and be watching whatever is going by the road. At other times, I am elsewhere. In the evening, as from 5 p.m., I am in the garden. You know, I like to watch and enjoy all the elements that God has created. The element of light, the element of the sun, there is beauty in everything. If you cultivate to know the beauty in everything, you will enjoy life. If you cultivate to see the beauty in anybody, you will enjoy the person. So anything at all, there is beauty in it. It is for you to see it. So I enjoy myself, and I don't travel much. I have done a lot of traveling when I was working. But now, what I do, I receive a lot of awards for the things I've done in the past. You can see my award plaques, you know, and in my garden, I have many fruits. You know this palm tree, you see it, palm tree nuts. The red palm tree nuts, they call it ase. I love ase when I was a small boy. So I have ase in my garden. I got the ase from Akwa Ibom State, transported it to here, the seedling, put it down, and they are producing now. So that's how, in a nutshell, I enjoy myself. I have more than 10 different fruits in my garden. I enjoy them.
To give words of hope for the retarees out there.
Well,
many times we see that it's like they don't plan for it. It happens suddenly. And some of them don't really enjoy part of it and becomes a burden. So your advice?
Yes, it's a pity. It should not happen suddenly to any retiree, because you must have worked for many years, and you're supposed to plan and say, look, in the next 10 years, I did that. I called my wife, I said, in the next 10 years, all things being equal, inshallah, I should be retiring. Therefore, from now, let's tighten our belt and be doing some savings, you know. And at the time I was retiring, this saving was enough to buy some pieces of land. Some pieces of land, which you sell, and nothing appreciates more than that. It's the only thing I know that does not depreciate, you know. Okay, my other advice to retirees is, please enjoy every day of your life. When you wake up, say your prayers, thank God for giving you another day, and see the beauty of it in the sun, in the moon, when it rains, and thank God that you have lived all that while up to this moment. I have a classmate who is very wealthy. He has more than 50 houses in Abuja, but he has ill health in the last 10 years. And when you see him, you feel very sorry for him. So for those of you senior citizens who can walk from here to there, and who can travel from here to Lokoja and from here to Abuja, you should be grateful to God, because it is, they say health is wealth. So enjoy every day of your life. Thank God for the goodness of life, and try to be at peace with everybody. If today I have to come back to work, I will not quarrel with anybody. Reason, at this age you discover that it is not worth it. Live in peace with your neighbors, whether they are of your religion or not, whether they are of your tribe or not. Live in peace with everybody. That's the advice I have for the terrorists.
Thank you so much. And our final lap now is your hobby. What do you love doing? You have said it anyway directly that you'll be going to the garden. Do you have extra hobby?
Yes. Like when I was in the college, I've told you I'm a gifted footballer. I am also good in boxing. You can see the picture.
Yes.
Football, boxing, another football.
Yes.
Today, 3 years back, I play football with my grandchildren.
Wow.
And some of the moves, when my children see it, they can't believe it. I mean, somebody who played for us. I played for Ahmadu Bello University in 1970-71. 72 was the year I was doing my degree exams, so I withdrew. So today, what I do, you can see all those video CDs there.
Yes.
They are either boxing or football. There is no boxing match that has ever taken place. Maybe it's an exaggeration. Let me say, most of the important boxing matches that have ever taken place, I have them there.
Wow.
Most of the football matches that have taken place on this planet, so I sit down and I watch when there is NEPA. When there is no NEPA, I relax. Also, every morning after my prayers, you see, this is my parlor.
Yes.
If I start making jogging, I don't need to go outside the gate. I jog 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go to that window and I'll breathe in, out, in, out. I do that.
Wow.
And I think God is on my side.
Yes, you are looking very younger than your age. Nobody will ever believe that you are. We are grateful. Coming to the award, I discovered you have both national and international awards.
Yes.
And they are many. They are many. So is there anyone that took you unaware, that is memorable?
Well, the very first one, 2009, took me unawares. I was in the Center for Management Development, where I was the Director of Administration and Finance. Unknown to me that the way they give their awards is they will come to, it was by a reputable magazine. They will come to an institution and talk with 3 levels of people. They will talk with the people at the low level, sweepers, cleaners, clerks, and they will talk to people of middle level, and they will talk to the directors and managers, and they will ask, in this organization, who are the people that you will vote for if they say vote for the person who is most effective in his work? Well, people will give their opinions. At the end of the day, whoever is the recurring decimal, they pick. And then they will now come and meet you and have a word with you to see if really what everybody has said is like that, you know. And if they are satisfied, they give you the award. That's how I got my first award, 2009. And once you start having this award, they fall on top of each other.
They keep coming.
Yes, they keep coming.
And there's one, a particular one from India, right?
Yes.
Like,
if I tell you that one, let me tell you. I worked with a Jakarta Steel Company, and in 1983, I told you Shehu Shagari was coming to commission the wire rod mill, and there are many international companies in Jakarta. There's Julius Berger, Dumez, Fujoro, and so many of them, you know, and TPE, Russian something. And I was the chairman of the organizing committee.
Okay.
So the Indian people went around. No, they came and they gave an envelope to my wife to give to me. And I had already instructed my wife. You see, at that time, our salary was very okay. Don't need bribe, you know. And of course, my wife knew me, you know. That's another story. I left Jakarta, I was retired. But later on, I got back to the federal again when there was an investigation. And then they discovered that...
that is the point that is hidden. Thank God we are coming there.
You know. So I told my wife, don't take money from anybody. These Indians, they say what they want. There was an Indian company called Pax Mekon. They wanted their man, the representative, to sit on the same front line as President Shehu Shagari, so that they can photograph it and send it home to show that their company is doing very well in Ajaokuta. Actually, by our arrangement, it was going to be like that. We will sit their man in front. But they didn't know. They didn't believe it will happen, so they wanted to give me money. Then I said, no, don't worry. I'm the chairman of the organizing committee. It's going to be like that. Then, when they were not sure, they started telling me that they had given money to this director, this director, this director, this director. I say, as far as I'm concerned, it is not necessary. I'm the chairman of the organizing committee, and I give you my word. Because by right, all the heads of the representatives of the companies should sit in front. So I didn't take money from them. Then, 6 months later, I was sent to India for a course, 3 months course, top executive course in India. Unknown to me that they wrote a report that when they gave out the envelope, but one person refused to take their envelope. However, he did what they wanted him to do. And it turned out that I was good. So they now instructed that for my period of 3 months in India, I should be the guest of SAIL. SAIL is Steel Authority of India. SAIL, Steel Authority of India. Well, some other directors went before me. Why were they not made guest of SAIL? As a guest of SAIL, all the food you will eat will be free. All transportation will be free. Everything, and if you were going from one place to the other, some officers will come and wait for you. They gave me real VIP treatment, and it was one Mr. Shekhar. Mr. Shekhar is in that picture. You can see us an Indian there. He's the number 2 man there. I had to ask him, why all this VIP treatment for me? He said, Mr. Musa, what actually happened, he now told me the story.
Wow.
That they sent out envelopes sometimes, you did not take the envelope and it was noted. And not quite after that, you were going for this course, so they started to believe me what I gained by that. What I gained by that. Oh, I saved a lot of money. Yeah, it's 50 times more than what is in the envelope. So that was that.
Yes.
And it was there they gave me that award.
Wow, that is a good one. It's a good one. Yoruba will say, that is good name is better than riches. That is it. Your name has launched you to that. And I noticed from your profile when I read that during the stay in Ajakuta and when you're rounding up, there's a panel of investigative panel that is sent to look at the finance of the Ajakuta. And your record came out clean, and they are saying you are good. Is it that there's anyway, part of it is what you just told us that you did not receive such, and you could see how were you able to manage it in the midst of all this, apart from that one out of many. I'm sure you'll have been pushed to maybe somebody pushed you to take bribe to do some things that is rampant nowadays. So how were you able to manage it?
You see, like I said, the college I went to.
Yes. The background matters.
The background matters a lot. The college I went to was the college that late Umaru Musa went. If you saw his record financially when he was the president, it was different. He is the only president that has said that he doesn't want immunity. You know, that if he did anything wrong, they should prosecute him. And he was the only president that bear out his financial situation before he assumed office. He did that. The only president. So it stems from the background, you know. It was Igbo people that taught us. And there's what is called integrity. Financial prudence. We had it. And anybody I call for you that went to my college, like the first chief judge of KOGI State, Umaru Eli is one. Then the minister of first minister of steel, late Paul Nongo, is the only minister in the Federal Republic of Nigeria who resigned on a point of honor. This is a record. No other minister has resigned because he felt that he differed on a particular issue. So the college I went to and the way I was brought up, there was a administrative panel of inquiry set up to investigate Ajakuta finances. Before then, all of us top shots were retired. Then the inquiry came and we were called to come back and give account. Not knowing that they had gone to check all our bank balances, the bank balances of our spouses, the bank balances of our friends, and they did everything. And we are calling people to question them on how is this. For me, nobody said anything to me, and it was very agonizing because, you see, I am by the roadside. When they go to Lagos and they are coming, they will bring to say that they were invited. And I was waiting to be invited. They did not invite me. So one day, I went to FBI, Alagbo, and I said, well, I cannot be waiting anymore. It's very torturing. I was a director in Ajakuta, and you've been inviting all my colleagues, and you know. I remember the name of the AIG in charge then. They say AIG Molumfashi. He retired many years ago. I signed to see him. Then he said, when he saw my name, he said, they said there were two of us. They did everything to find to find something wrong so that they will say all of them. The two of us, we couldn't find anything incriminating. Myself and the legal advisor, Suleiman Galadima. Look at him here. Sorry. This is Suleiman Galadima.
Okay.
And that's myself here. They couldn't find anything wrong with the two of us. You know.
Wow.
So when I went, the AIG, he had seen me on CT something camera. CCTV, but I didn't know. He said, this man is too young to be the person bearing this name. Ask him, they asked me to refill the form again, they designed it, and I filled it. It still coincided with what is in their file. So he himself came out, as if he was escorting somebody. He looked at me, and when he went in, he said that they asked me to come in. I met him, he said, are you Alhaji Shuaibu Musa? I said, yes. You are Director of Administration Personnel? I said, yes. All the questions I answered, they said, but you didn't know I'm asking you that we had a voluminous report. Look at the report here. We tried everything to see how. I thought you would be a very old, mature person. I didn't know that you are a young man. You know, he now, he said, what are you doing now? I said, I just go about if I see. Remember, we had already been retired. Yes. I said, I go about any work I see, I do. I said, look, young man, let me tell you something. Anywhere you want a job, tell us, we'll come and help you there. Because we didn't find anything wrong with you. Wow. And today we're going to give you a letter to say that actually there was nothing incriminating against you. Police will give you a letter. They gave me a letter, and then they said, wait a while. That's how I got back to federal service again and spent the next 15 years. And retired normally. After I was retired.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Wow, and this is where we wrapping it up today on this very edition.
Thank you. I guess you have enjoyed it. Yes, if your answer is yes, please give me thumbs up on that channel. And do encourage me by commenting. Because when you comment, that means what we are doing, you are enjoying it. But if you are not, please, you just have to encourage us. Because we know we are touching lives. And we are doing many things on this Malachi TV to make sure you get the information at the right time. I am your guide, Avoy Unwogu. And until next week on this same station, please take care of the old ones you have around you because they have information that you want to hear and to benefit you for the future. Senior Citizen Alcohol is the show. And you know, for you to enjoy this program, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook pages, MYC TV, MYC TV2, and Malachite TV, so that you can be abreast of what is happening in our station. I am Avoy Unwogu, your guide on this Senior Citizen Alcohol. Please stay positive to attract positive things. Until next week.